Are you trapped here by the rain? I happen to be waiting for someone too. I am Chun-Li, your wayfinder. Don't worry, the rain won't last much longer. Our destination lies just beyond it. Rover, what do you know about Mount Firmament? There is a certain folk tale. Have you heard of it? While hiking in the mountains, a woodcutter came upon his return home. He found a world transformed. Everything was different. That mountain was a secret realm where time worked differently. The woodcutter only spent half a day inside, but outside, a century had passed. Mount Firm. But unlike this folktale, if I spend a full day in the mountains, 10 days will be taken off my lifespan upon my leaving. Reflect, not to mention, the situation on Mount Firmament right now. The strange time patterns of Mount Firmament are tied to the Sentinel's temporal mandate. If the Fraxidus really has imprisoned our Sentinel, causing it to lose control of its powers, that could explain the temporal disruptions. Which means lifespan is not the top of my concerns. If Jinshi has stayed on Mount Firmament, she doesn't. Before Jinshi left for Mount Firmament, scales began appearing on her body, and her resonance ability, those signs pointed to, that's why I must lead you there. You might have the key to solving our dilemma. You're here because I invited you. Sanhua was instructed to disclose my whereabouts if you ever went to see. From what I understand, that overseer, it's a clear sign that your involvement. Records at the and here before me. Is it Rover? As your way. The rain is subsiding. It's time. We're at the base of Mount Firmament, but we won't enter the temporal barrier until we cross the luminous shore. Shall we proceed? The storm is coming. Some people must be itchy. The bridge has broken. Judging by its design and intricate details, it must be a... This is what they call a chronosorter. It mimics the Sentinel's temporal mandate, able to reverse small-scale events and restore objects. My master once told me about the Court of Savante and their fearless quest to unravel the mysteries. Their dedication bore fruit in the form of But it doesn't... Why hasn't this brilliant and... This chronosorter was built beyond the... But even if they died, there are countless other CSC... Or... Do these chronosorters stop functioning once they are removed from Mount Firmament? This chronosorter, weathered though it may appear, let's...
Weren't they concerned about losing lifespan?
For those fanatics, nothing mattered more than the truth. To live every moment with overwhelming passion. How many can claim such a tenacious drive and unshakable determination? Rover, it's the Fraxidus.
Together we vanish.
How dare you run?
Fraxidus. It's them again.
They've set traps all around the luminous shore. They must have anticipated your arrival.
The entrance is sealed.
It's the photon barrier. Another... Specific steps must be followed to undo the barrier. Use long-range weapons on the photon vaults to cut off its energy. Once we reach the cave's end, we'll enter the domain of Mount Firmament. Proceed with caution.
so it can't hurt me.
Time on Mount Firmament used to simply flow slower, but what we're seeing now is different. What was once slow and steady has become chaotic and turbulent. No one knows how much they'll age after leaving Mount Firmament, but aging from youth to old age may be a blessing compared to the unknown fate that awaits. Leaving Mount Firmament could turn these poor creatures, trapped in the temporal disruption, are the most pitiful. So, it looks... I had wished that as expected, my terminal isn't what... The temporal disruption is preventing it from functioning. We can't waste a moment. We need to hurry to Hongzhen. Make it fast. Winds, heed my command.
The temporal disruptions have spared nothing on our way here. Cheng-Li, does that mean you're in danger too?
So far, nothing feels out of the ordinary. It seems the Sentinel contained the situation before being fully trapped. But I don't know how long this stability will hold. If I go down, please, don't worry about me. You need only focus on what you have to do. What's the matter? You dreamed of Hongzhen? It sounds like you did dream of this place. What you just described closely aligns with the accounts documented in our Grand Library. Over a century ago, a vast horde of Thankfully, the Sentinel descended, manipulating time to erect a protective barrier, keeping those monsters at bay. Rover, perhaps it could be a glimpse into your own past, and a guiding light for the future. Hongzhen is a pivotal location, linking various parts of Mount Firmament. With the Fraxi... But every trap... Someone has used their resonance ability here. And it seems like she used it in... The traces lead deeper into the heart of Hongzhen. Let's keep moving.
The traces end here.
Let's search the area.
Someone fought here against those Fraxen.
Must be Jinshi. Her trails led to this location. Using her resonance ability too much, but she must have had a reason. Was she help?
Changli, there are traces here.
They're pointing north. Let's proceed in that direction.
Rock on! Fire!
I'll keep you thinking.
I need
In flames. Be reduced to cinders.
Elemental! It's calling.
The traces disappear by the pond.
The vase on the stone table seems rather peculiar.
There's something behind the waterfall.
Let's go take a look.
Another photon barrier.
3 photon vaults to break. Rover, use ranged attacks.
Ready to rumble. Feel the thunder.
Will there be new discoveries?
You two, halt!
Hold on.
Lady Xingyi,
Relax, they're our honored guests. No need to be tense. In a single day, we've greeted both the Magistrate of Jin... It's been a while, Changli.
I heard you stepped down from your position and moved to the countryside. And now here we are, meeting again after all.
For years, I lived secluded. No longer can... But the current situation in Jinzhou is volatile. And you, young sir? What shall I call you? My name is Xinyi. Please follow me this way. It's not safe to talk here. I believe you are here for Magistrate Jin Shi. The magistrate left Hongzhen about 15 minutes ago. She should be at... That's what they call it in Hongzhen. You might know it better as the ruins of...
Lady Xingyi.
Madam Magistrate?
How's the situation?
Yes. Remaining...
Good. Despite being the Sentinel's appointed resonator, I can feel my resonance ability waning, and I get my power from the... Lady Xingyi, I can only fix the temp... Mount Firmament is...
The Sentinel was last seen flying towards Mianlun Chamber, where it was... But little did they know, we had a defense system in place. This mechanism has allowed us to locate... To get inside Mianlun Chamber.
Understood.
You are injured.
The Fraxidus will most likely... I implore you, Xingyi.
Yes.
Before I headed to Mount Firmament, the Fraxidus revealed a prophecy from our Sentinel. I never intended to believe there... The Sentinel had told me long ago that there would come a day when I surpass it in power. Once we save the Sentinel from...
And then she left.
There's still one thing that doesn't add up. The Mianlun Chamber was once renovated by the court of...
I'll look into what you said. Oh,
We must...
and the locals? I will send some men.
Thank you, Lady...
In this place.
Why not savor this,
Did Xingyi and Jin Shi know each other?
Jinshi was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress her true nature from a young age. Thinking back, Jinshi was only a teenage girl when she became the magistrate. She has been burdened with unimaginable weight that most cannot fathom.
I assume this is the truth.
Yes, this should be another chronosorter. The entrance is built on that... We will need to break the Nothing. I was wondering, how did the... I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless... We need to focus on items related to the court of... Good. Did you see the Tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
divine breeze.
I see. Are we going to aim the discs opening at the photon vault in the middle?
Savor this.
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon vaults simultaneously.